Hello, and welcome everybody to your SamMobile weekly roundup live show. I'm your host, Ben, and this is your live show pretty much at the end of the week where we give you all the latest, hottest topic in the world of Samsung. So, if you're in the right place and you want to make sure you are updated with all the latest news, definitely you are here to get it from us, all in relations to Samsung. For obviously your best and most up-to-date news in the world of Samsung daily, be sure to visit us at sammobile.com as well as subscribe for an ad-free experience as well. Ooh, it's been a bit of a quiet week this week, I have to say. It has been a bit of a quiet week, I have to say. I was away for work for a couple of days, but back in now, so didn't really get a chance to get some stuff in terms of getting the content out for you. But sometimes it be like that, you know. Sometimes we have a week where we've got like a video every single day, 3 videos a week, and sometimes there's no videos. Not because there's not much going on, but you know, things break away, different things happen, yada yada yada, as you know. And yeah, we're back in, but we still always try and make it for the Roundup Weekly show. You've got us for at least a good 1 hour, and it's going to be some fun because my goodness, I had to even change the title at the end. All thanks to some breaking news. Oh my goodness, some breaking news. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, but we're going to dive into all the stuff that's been happening. And that breaking news was literally like an hour before this show was going. And if this was any other time where we're planning to obviously in October move this live show to an earlier time, 3 hours earlier, we would have not talked about this topic. So it's a bit of a give and take. It's a bit of a give and take right now in terms of how we're going to approach this, but should be interesting. It should be interesting. Oh, but hope everyone is safe. Hope everyone is doing well. As we are live. So make sure you share this link out. Let's get people on because we have got breaking news. The first apparent renders of the Galaxy S22 Ultra are here. And if this is anything accurate to what we're going to see in potentially the next 3 to 4 months from Samsung for their S series super flagship, then boy, our suspicion on what we discussed about when it came to our tech talk discussion, the S Pen being integrated could officially be the death of the Note series. Oh. But we do have some other topics as well. Of course, we're not just going to keep it to that, but we do have some other topics as well. We do have all in discussion the Surface 2 Duo or the Surface Duo 2 or the Surface 2 basically versus the Galaxy Z Fold 3. And how potentially Microsoft fails to impress one more. I gotta watch my words here because I'm in a weird transition. Let's just say. So we're gonna discuss about that. The Surface. We'll discuss about that. So, and there's some apparent things where the Samsung flagship's suffering from stuttery slow motion recording. Does anyone actually use slow motion recording? Nah, we'll see. That is one of the topics for tonight. Or in the morning, afternoon, tonight, wherever you are in the world. And last but not least, the Exynos 2200 AMD GPU has some serious overclocking potential. Overclocking in a smartphone? Who have you? Who have you? Overclocking in a smartphone? Who has you? Well, hope you are all ready for a very, 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 very exciting SamMobile weekly live show because boy, this first topic, it might actually eat up into most of the show. We do also have Flip 3 in house. Oh, finally got a Flip 3 in house. So we've got the Flip 3. You're going to be seeing lots of Flip 3 content next week for sure. We've got this in a cream color, but you're going to be seeing content on the Flip 3. But we've got Flip 3 in house. We've got Flip 3 in house on my side. Again, SamMobile, we consist of many different people around the world. So that's what makes us such a diverse and great team. Boom, 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 boom. Let's transition and let's look at the chat and say hi to everyone that's in here, because without you, there would not be a SamMobile weekly live. So we do this all for you, and we really appreciate all the new subscribers that have come over, especially since our Android 4.0, Android 12 with One UI 4.0 beta. Really appreciate all the feedback. We're going to get better at these software videos for you, and we're going to keep up to date with it as well. So yeah, we really appreciate it. Thank you all for joining. And we try to do this every Friday, give you the highest quality live show as possible. And in terms of higher quality, definitely let us know, how is the image quality, and most importantly, how is the sound? The sound should be coming through nice and crisp. There shouldn't be any delay. And this is just something that we want to make sure that we are giving to you, so you are having the best experience possible. But yes, you've got Mohammed saying that can't wait, and we cannot wait to share the news with you today. 4 hot topics, 1 whole hour. It should be vibes. And so what's in the glass? It's just a drink. It's literally just a diluted drink with sparkling water. Prabal says, cool, the sound is great and it's crisp. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. We've got 11 concurrent viewers. We really appreciate it. We are hoping we'll get to the point where we can have over 100 concurrent viewers on here, and we can really have things going. Super chats are also open as well, so feel free to donate if you want to. And also make sure you visit us at sammobile.com, where all these articles that we're going to be going through are. And that is the place where you're going to get all the latest news in the world of Samsung daily. This is more like a hot topic take show, but there is where you will absolutely get all the latest news in the world of SamMobile and Samsung daily. The main topic today dropped an hour before. You don't get hotter than that, man. We've got a slew of great writers on deck that pick up all the stuff just like that. Boom. Ready to share. So, yeah, man. Not to miss out on any of the news that happens in the world of Samsung daily, sammobile.com is your home for that. Hey, Kevin Matthew, what's good? Thank you for joining the weekly roundup show. Glad to have you here. And we are not going to waste any more time, and we are going to get into my evil villainous laugh just came out because oh my, 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 diddy gold. Whoo, okay. I get a bit hype. That's just me, right? And it's gonna be weird getting one of the writers here from October. We're hoping we're gonna be putting a different writer in rotation every week to get here to share the stage with me and pretty much discuss, because they put the work into this when it comes to the articles, man. They put the work into this when it comes to the articles, so we've got to really show them respect, and hopefully we're gonna be getting some of our writers on here as well. But people. Breaking. When you see the breaking in large capitals, you know it's fresh off the press. Breaking. First, Galaxy S22 Ultra renders are here. And I want to be very, very, very clear and put the biggest asterisk and put the biggest disclaimer there. These are rumors still at this point. Right, if we go by what was announced when it came to the S21 series mid-January this year, we are about 3.5 months away from potentially seeing the S22 series. Okay, we cannot verify and confirm that these are real and legit, but we're going to discuss them anyway under the likes of rumors. We're not even going to call them leaks. We're just going to put them as rumors. But they're interested enough because they've caught a lot of attention, and we really want to dive into it and see what we can depict from it and what it really tells, because it tells a lot. So breaking. First Galaxy S22 Ultra renders are here. Big shout out to Asif for picking this up on a quick one. Check the time though, 24th today. Today. That came up on today. So definitely, we'll have this article in the description below. Make sure to visit SamMobile.com and subscribe for an ad-free experience like what you're seeing on the screen with me right now for the latest news in the world of Samsung daily. But let's dive straight into it. It says, we are still months away from the launch of the Galaxy S22 series, but a lot of their features and specifications have leaked today. Shock face emoji. Now, the renders have leaked for the first time and they look stunning. OnLeaks, big shout out to OnLeaks and Digix, have published the first 3D render images of the Galaxy S22 Ultra, revealing Samsung's design and some features. Right. Oh, rub your hands and please, someone tell me what's happening here. What is happening here? Cool. It says, second paragraph, the Galaxy S22 and the S22 Plus are expected to have a 50 megapixel triple camera setup, while the Galaxy S22 Ultra could have a 108 megapixel quad camera setup. All smartphones are rumored to have the Exynos 2200 chipset and the Snapdragon 898 in some markets, and Android 12 with One UI 4.0. Perfect. Makes sense. 4.0. Stereo speakers, an IP68 rating, and in-display fingerprint reader, which is all part of the course. Third paragraph. The Galaxy S22 has a 3,700 milliamp hour battery with 25 watt charging, fast charging. Okay, fine. I'll say it. Galaxy S22 Plus has a 4,500 milliamp hour battery, while the S22 Ultra should be powered by a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Both smartphones could feature 45 watt charging, making a return. Next subtitle. The Galaxy S22 Ultra with a squarer footprint and S Pen slot. Oh my days. First of all, let's get the obvious out of the way and acknowledge the unusual design of the rear camera housing. It's unlike any Galaxy smartphone we've seen before, and it certainly highlights a square-shaped telephoto sensor. More importantly, there is a dedicated S Pen slot. I repeat, there is a dedicated S Pen slot. We're going to come back to that. The Galaxy S22 Ultra was rumored to sport this characteristic, and the renders at hand seemingly confirm this feature. In essence, the Galaxy S22 Ultra will be the spiritual successor to the Galaxy Note series. The overall design seems to resemble the Galaxy Note thanks to no small part to the squared off corners. The Galaxy S21 Ultra was the first of the series to support the S Pen, but the accessory wasn't embedded. We absolutely know that. It was sold separately alongside the S Pen case, and it was not as practical. It was practical, but not very elegant. Yes, that's true. With rumors of the Galaxy Note series retiring, the Galaxy S22 Ultra is now seemingly on its way to fully embracing the S Pen and becoming the Note's spiritual successor. Be sure to join us at SamMobile's Telegram group and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well right here for instant news updates and in-depth reviews on Samsung Galaxy devices. So you can subscribe and make sure you get updates here. Let's look at some of these renders. Large. Okay. Look at that camera housing. It looks like a racetrack. It looks like a racetrack. It really looks like a racetrack to me. Interesting. The bottom part's the periscope, main sensor, ultra wide, and then 3x zoom, short range zoom, long range zoom, main sensor, and then ultra wide at the top. Then you've got the flash, and I'm guessing laser assisted AF will be here, unless they finally managed to develop a dual pixel autofocus for their main. Bang. Yeah, it looks like a racetrack to me. I don't know if anyone else in the team is at SamMobile is going to really agree with it, but it looks like a racetrack to me. Boom. All right, let's minimize this. Let's look at some of the closer renders. Let's take a closer look. And yeah, this really does look like a Galaxy Note. It really does look like a Galaxy Note. It looks like a Note 20 Ultra, but with slightly flatter corners, curves, which I'm all for. But again, these are renders, but they look good. They look good. They look good. Let's go to the, yeah, S Pen on the left hand side, just like you had with the Note 20 Ultra. Taking it all in, taking it all in, taking it all in. Yep, 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 yep. Oh, racetrack module. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm reloading. Wow, where do I even begin, my peoples? Where do I even begin? Where do I even begin, my people? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And for those that just joined, I just want to say we are discussing this under the umbrella of rumors and speculation. We're not even going as far as leaks. We just want to put that out there as SamMobile. We are under the disguise of talking about this under rumors, not even leaks, right? We try and really avoid leaks. We look at rumors as much as possible just to give us an idea and get us potentially a bit excited. But we like to really look at more official news. That's just us, right? But we dabble. We like to dabble. If these renders are true, the Note is dead. That's it. I want to like quickly round it up and pretty much put it as this, right? We had our tech talk discussion video, and we discussed this, that the Note series is more than just the S Pen, and it absolutely is. That a device having S Pen support does not mean is a Note replacement. And what we know is that any device that was ever called Note in the Samsung lineup, whether it's tablet, small tablet, large tablet, phone, always had one thing in common. It wasn't just the S Pen support, but it was the convenience of being able to embed the S Pen into the design frame and not having to worry about, one, the expense of buying the S Pen as a separate accessory to start with, two, not having the worry of how you're going to store it and potentially lose it at any given point. At any given point. And that was further improved and solidified with the Galaxy Note 5 that used the spring-loaded mechanism on the S Pen to make it have that click of a tactile feeling and that much more security that was in there. Whether it's the 8-inch Note tablet, the old school 12.2 Note tablets, having a Note name for a Samsung device gives you that security of being able to embed the S Pen into the design frame of the body. And until a phone or a device from Samsung has that, it will never be a Note replacement. But I promise you, if this is the case for the S22 Ultra, and I think it will be called the S22 Note Ultra, potentially. The Note is dead. The Note is dead. And we said in our tech talk discussion, and like I said, whether they're going to embed this into the future Fold series or they're going to embed it with what they started with the S21 Ultra series into the S22 Ultra, like what we're seeing, that is the only grounds Samsung have for killing the Note series. And if this is true, if these renders are anything to go by, then let's not expect any more Note series in August. Let's just leave the August event to foldables to have their time, like what Samsung showcased. And I think this was their end game. As Dr. Strange would say, we are in the end game now. And I think this is what Samsung really had planned all along. And I hate to say this, good on them. Good on them. Good on them. Like, good on them for doing that, I guess. It makes more sense. I think it just makes a bit more sense now. If they do this, I'll be happy for the Note series to fully retire. Hopefully, the value of the Note 20 Ultra will go up, and Note 20 Ultra people, users will keep it. Don't know about the track, the racetrack car module, the racetrack camera module at the back. I do not know about that one. Not entirely sure. Let's just say. But if these renders are anything to go by, boy, people, bye bye notes. Welcome to the merger of the S series and the Note series. Almost feels like an episode of Dragon Ball Z when it came to fusion. And again, the article will be in the description below. Do check it out. This is breaking news, fresh off the press, 24th of September, Friday. We got this up. So go check it out, and big shout out to Asif for picking this up. Back to the chat. Wow. What a way to start the show, people. What a way to start the show. What a way to start the show. Wow. We've got Norway in the house. Eldiv, what's good? One question. S10, S20, don't support HD. Not sure. I didn't even know that was a thing, so I'm not sure. Eldvid, what's good, man? From Norway, what's up, bro? Yo, LC, what's good? Note 21 not happening, right? No, I mean, gosh, no. There's no Note 21 this year, people. No new Note series this year, people. Wow. Breaking news indeed. Breaking news indeed. Ooh. Time's gonna go quick, so we'll be able to verify it and anything official when it comes to the world of Samsung, man. We are the only place, the best place to get your latest and greatest news in the world of Samsung. Cool. Julio. Let's jump on to the next topic. And we pretty much had Microsoft. I gotta watch my words carefully. I'll be all right. I'm in a transition. Hopefully, no repercussions come my way, but oh well. The Microsoft Surface Duo 2 versus the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3. Microsoft fails to impress once more. That's a bit harsh, Adnan. These writers are not going to like me when they're sharing the stage with me on these live streams. I'm going to annoy them so much. But that's part of the fun. I get to have fun on the Friday live streams, yeah? So let me be me. Big shout out to Adnan for getting this article patterned up 2 days ago on the 22nd of September. And as always, you can find this article in the description below. Make sure you do visit us at sammobile.com to catch all the latest news in the world of Samsung Daily. And this is one of them. So let's dive in. And it says, in case you forgot, Microsoft wants to make foldable phones too. Pun intended. Since it's the Surface Duo and Surface Duo 2. And it's 2, and 2. It released the Surface Duo in September last year. The device didn't really do well and was quickly forgotten. Ouch. Mainly would have expected the company to have called it a day, but no, it's actually doubling down on a Surface Duo. Microsoft has announced the Surface Duo 2 today, Tuesday 22nd, that is. Woo. Wednesday, sorry, apologies. Since it's the closest to what we would consider competitors to Samsung's best foldable, let's do a Surface Duo 2 versus the Z Fold 3 comparison. There was a lot that Microsoft got wrong with the Surface Duo. It had outdated specs, no 5G, NFC, no wireless charging, and it was one single terrible camera on the entire device. While the way it chose to utilize the form factor was unique, the implementation left a lot to be desired. Design doesn't execute. Like its predecessors, the Duo 2 doesn't actually have a foldable screen. That is entirely factual. It has two separate screens that are joined together with a hinge, so the device opens up like a book and lets users run two apps side by side. Interesting. The Galaxy Z Fold 3 has many appealing design elements. The subtle curves, sharp edges, and solid hinge make it feel like a very premium device, whereas the Surface Duo 2 doesn't seem to have many of those attributes. Its wider footprint also makes the Surface Duo 2 not that suitable for carrying in the pocket. Excuse me. The Galaxy Z Fold 3 may be taller but doesn't affect its portability that much. Subtitle says, displays aren't actually folding. Samsung's pushing the display technology forward in its foldables. The panel inside the Galaxy Z Fold 3 actually folds. It's made of ultra thin glass UTG and has a plastic protective film that is 80% stronger than before. We know this. The high resolution at 7.6 inches and it's an OLED panel with an under display camera. Yes. The bezels are slim and they've ever been on a foldable phone. Not only that, 120 Hz refresh rate on both displays as well. The Duo 2 does utilize a 5.8 inch OLED panel connected by a hinge. When viewed together, it's combined to be 8.3 inches diagonal, slightly larger than the best of Samsung's phones. But it's got bigger bezels, and 90 Hz refresh rate is an upgrade over its predecessor, but not quite as good as the Fold 3. Both phones work with a stylus. Samsung has the S Pen and Microsoft has the Surface Pen. The Surface Duo misses out on a cover display, so users need to unfold it even for minor tasks. Subtitle says close in performance, but not close enough. Okay. This is where you'll find the most similarities in the Surface Duo 2 versus the Galaxy Z Fold 3. Microsoft is using the same Snapdragon AAA processor you get with the Samsung Foldable. There is 5G support as well. 8 GB of RAM is lower than the Z Fold 3's 12, and it does have a 4,449 mAh capacity. It's almost the same as near enough what you get with the Fold. The Fold is slightly smaller. The upgrades to the Surface Duo gets represented as a major leap forward compared to its predecessor. Still doesn't bring it to par to Samsung's top-of-the-line folding flagship. Just how optimized it all is when it comes to the Surface Duo is something that is yet to be seen. As pointed out in the Galaxy Z Fold 3 review, it's plenty tip-top shape for the Samsung Galaxy Foldable. Cool, cameras are better, but Samsung has more. At least the Surface Duo doesn't have one single camera like the predecessor. Microsoft has given into the triple camera system, and it consists of a wide, ultra-wide, and a 2x telephoto sensor, all which have 12 megapixels in resolution. Cool, right. This is not unlike the Z Fold 3 with the 12 megapixel ultra-wide and wide, as well as its telephoto. The camera setup on the Fold 3 didn't actually get much hardware improvement this year. That's very true. What the Galaxy Fold 3 offers are two additional cameras that are 10 megapixel selfies and a cover display and a 4 megapixel under display camera as well. Subtitle, and it says Samsung cuts the price, but Microsoft raises it. Okay. Samsung knows that it needs to make foldables cheaper to get more people to buy them. That's very true. That's why the Galaxy Z Fold 3 starts at $1,799. It's a whole $200 cheaper than its predecessor. Whew, that's one of the reasons why the new foldable has been selling so well. Microsoft has actually increased the price. The Surface Duo 2 starts at $1,499, which is still cheaper. That's $100 more expensive than the predecessor. Customers will get much more for the original price of the Surface Duo. Offer that higher price. Samsung is giving customers a more durable and capable Z Fold 3 that is also happens to be water resistant for $200 less. Sure, Surface Duo might be cheaper, but it's not in the same league as the Fold 3. Okay, that's up for debate. Conclusion. Who wins, the Surface Duo 2 or the Galaxy Z Fold 3? The Surface Duo 2 is what the Surface Duo should have been. It fixes all the shortcomings that the device had. More people might be willing to give it a shot this time around. However, it's not really going to match both what that is happening with the Z Fold 3. Samsung's foldable is more than just two screens glued together. The approach Samsung has taken for the foldable project will reshape the mobile industry as we know. It also provides superior firmware support. The Z Fold 3 gets the promise of free Android OS version updates and 4 years of security patches. Microsoft is launching the Duo 2 with Android 11. The original Surface Duo is still on Android 10, even a year after its launch. It also can't be ignored that the company's track record with smartphones hasn't been that great. Bought Nokia mobile division in 2013 for $7 billion and tried to compete and gave up and left the business entirely. Whether this version of mobiles will help it succeed remains to be seen. Microsoft is taking a more conservative approach this time. It knows it's trying to compete in the mobile market and conventionals is a bad idea. So it's better on foldables, their version of foldables. The challenge is running into now what it's starting to has left Samsung tightly wrapped around the foldable market. Yep. And the Surface Duo 2 might be impressive as an upgrade over its predecessor, but it's far from a threat for the Fold 3. This is a chunk of an article. Big shout out to Adonai for really repping this together on Wednesday. Go check it out over at SamMobile.com. It's an interesting one, man. What is classed as a foldable? I think that's a type of discussion that is very interesting. We class foldables being foldables based on the fact that the display as we know it folds. Does it have to have a folding screen display to be classed as a foldable? That's the point of debate right now. And it's good. It looks like Microsoft really stepped things up with the Surface Duo 2. I won't say too much at the minute because again I'm in a weird transition, people. So just bear with me. But the article kind of speaks for itself, where Samsung has taken a much braver approach of classing an actual foldable by the screen display and really progressing it forward. Again, stronger film protection at 80%, IPX8 durability. They're a step ahead when it comes to that. You've got the S Pen support. They're much more forward thinking with the Ultra, with the under display camera as well. So it speaks for itself. Whether all the things that they've tackled that really got to people with the Surface Duo 2 really sings home and really brings in the units, we need to see based on what was there with the first version, still being on Android 10, not really getting the software support. Is it still going to be treated that way when it comes to this newer version? I hope not, because hopefully there is enough power on the hood for longer term support, because the system on a chip is based on what is meant to be there for 2021 and beyond. But yeah, interesting. I think the main point of discussion is really down to what is truly classed as a foldable. Does a phone or device have to be classed as a foldable if the screen folds? If it doesn't, is it a sub foldable? What do you call it? Like a Division 1, Division 2 conference version of a foldable, not Premier League? I don't know. Maybe that's a point of discussion for another time. But the full article in between our discussion comparison on SamMobile.com with the Surface Duo 2 versus the Galaxy Z Fold 3 is live. So definitely go check it out and let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Whew. Back to the chat. Haha. Two topics down, two more to go. Damn, I feel like Thanos collecting the Infinity Stones. Woo. Boom. Mm, 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 mm. All right, let's see who's in the comment section. Sanjay says, keep it going, bro. Thank you, Sanjay. Appreciate you being on here. Tech Lover Mama, hey, everyone, what's good? Thank you for joining yourself. Appreciate you being here. Is it true that the S22 will have S Pen integrated into it? Hey, again, if you just got here and we went through this, breaking news, the first Galaxy S22 Ultra renders are seemingly here. And we tackled that from the jump. We gave it a good 30 minutes chow down. So go back and definitely watch that, Maria. And it looks to be potentially the case. But big asterisks, these are rumors and rumors only. We're going by rumors and rumors only. What would be the prices for the Galaxy S22 series? Pretty much the same as before, I'm hoping. So I don't see a price increase. Did you see the renders? Again, as we stated, Gupta, that is the title of the stream, and we discussed it and went through it. So yeah, please do go back and watch it. But we did not want to wait. We pretty much tackled it from the jump, and yeah, got all the updates on that. The camera bump on the renders does not look appealing. It looks like a racetrack. It looks like a racetrack. It looks like a racetrack. That's just me. That's just me. Maria Elena says, thank you. You are absolutely most welcome. And thank you for joining the SamMobile Weekly Roundup live show. Hope you're all well and safe. Just a quick recap now that we're halfway through the show. You are tuned into the SamMobile Weekly Roundup live show, where we give you the hottest topic in the world of Samsung throughout the week. And pretty much we do this on a Friday. We will eventually be moving this show pretty much 2 to 3 hours earlier to accompany more of our viewers, to make sure that they join in live and have that live engagement. As you're seeing, we like to make sure that we engage with you live in the chat, so you feel connected to us and have a more tangible experience with our input and your input in the world of Samsung when it comes to news daily. But actually, to get the news daily in the world of Samsung hot off the press, we do highly recommend you visit us over at sammobile.com, and make sure you subscribe for an ad-free experience as well for the latest in the world of Samsung. And for this show on Friday, on the 24th of September, you are tuned in where we are breaking down 4 of the hottest topic, and one of them was breaking news fresh off the press today, where we discussed and we showcased the first Galaxy S22 Ultra renders being here. Next, we pretty much tackled the discussion comparison between the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 and the Microsoft Surface Duo, which was announced on the 22nd of September on a Wednesday. And as you're tuning in right now, we are going to be transitioning to the third topic of tonight, or good morning, or in the afternoon, wherever you are. This could be just a very quick fire one, and it absolutely is. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. Samsung flagship suffering from start slow motion recording? Question mark. Really? Whew. And this article was dropped by the resident Mr. Mihai. And this was yesterday, Thursday the 23rd. So as always, be sure to check out the article in the description below over at sammobile.com. And we're going to break this down. This should be a quick fire one. So what it says is, throughout 2021, several complaints from Samsung's flagship owners popped up on the Samsung community website. Interesting. And they're all detailed similar issues. Whether it was the Galaxy S20, S21, or the Note 20 series, a few users have highlighted some unpleasant slow motion recording issues that seemingly affect Samsung flagships, or at least a limited amount of them. Although the issue never seemed to be too widespread, it persists, at least according to some users. If you count among them, feel free to leave a comment below and share more details about the Galaxy device you are using and the difficulties you're experiencing while recording slow motion videos. We tested this camera feature on the S21 Ultra running One UI 4.0 and the Galaxy S22 Plus running One UI 3.1. Slow motion recording seems to be working as intended on both models and operating systems. We were unable to reproduce the issue. That's not to say it does not exist, it's just that we have yet to encounter it. Nevertheless, affected users have shared videos before and can check one of the embedded videos below to see exactly how the slow motion problem manifests. If you're experiencing choppy frame rate or other visual artifacts while recording in slow motion, let us know what Galaxy phone and firmware version you're using, and perhaps we can all help Samsung find the root of the problem. It's still unclear if it affects only Exynos or Qualcomm variants. This thing is so annoying. Variants on both, but reports seem to be leaning more towards the former chipset. Not surprised. Right, let's have a look. Right, okay. Okay, I can see it. Cannonball. Yeah, I can see the stuttering. Yeah, we can see the stuttering. 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 Cool. Yeah, I could see the stuttering there. Interesting. Um, yeah, it's depends how many of you use slow motion, but nonetheless, it's a feature that's there, and you want it to be reliable. And if okay, I was gonna actually say that I didn't really have much to say on this, but I do. And it's not necessarily for the stuttering issues. As someone that does a lot of camera comparisons, right? I'm there thinking my biggest problem with Samsung phones when they do slow motion is that they conform it in camera for you. If you're shooting on 120 frames, 240 frames a second, I get 960 frames a second is all interpolation, and that's a bit hard. But those two frame rates, I wish it just recorded them as individual frames and I had the option to slow it down myself. Or I had the option to pick whether it shot it as individual frames or I slowed it down myself, because the problem is it slows it down to 30 frames a second. And I don't always want that. Sometimes you want to slow it down to 60 frames a second. You want to slow it down to 30 frames a second, or you want to slow it down to 24 frames a second. I wish they just gave you the ability to shoot it at individual frames and then you had the option to slow it down to whatever frame rate you wanted. I really wish that. And I think if this is not widespread, but what I'm guessing is that the in-camera conformity of conforming 120 frames or 240 frames a second down to 30 frames a second, there is something happening with the processing pipeline there that's just not working well. And I think one of the quickest remedies is Samsung just allow us to shoot at individual frames. Just let it shoot at normal 120, 240. Don't conform it for us. Give us the option to conform it after if we want to. Simple. One of your competitions does that, but for sacrilege reasons, I will not mention their name on the channel. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. We've basically stated that if you are part of the group of people that are suffering this issue, please do make sure that you put the comment in the article below, and we can pretty much try and get down to what this issue is and let Samsung know they've been really good with their flagship software updates and, you know, fixes on a monthly basis, not just based on security. So hopefully this might also help get down to the nitty gritty. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this article. Boom. Back to the chat, people. Back to the chat. Let's see what you're all saying. What's the best phone for 2021? That's always a hard one. That's always a hard one. I think for me, my best personal phone for 2021 is probably the S21 Plus. That's me. That's just me personally. Could you put the live stream on Saturday, please? Follow Danny and just bother him for it. But I think Friday is best for us. Friday is best for us. We also like to have weekends off. Exynos 2200, is it coming to India? Please confirm. I'm not Samsung. We are not Samsung. We will not know until we get to the time. When will Android 12 be officially launched? Well, we are on the One UI 4.0 beta with Android 12, and it's probably going to be looking somewhere at the end of the year. We are pretty much in October, and I think Android 12 will probably officially come to the Pixels first as of next month, maybe middle of October, end of October. And then you'll probably see the official build for One UI 4.0 with Android 12 come to Samsung flagship devices somewhere in November or December. Plus and the Ultra, yes, that's me. This is where you have to be very subjective when someone asks you what's the best smartphone. Clearly, the S21 Ultra is the better phone, but I kid you not, I enjoyed the S21 Plus more. It makes no sense. It's not as good value. There's so much. I'm just speaking for myself. I enjoyed the S21 Plus way more than I thought. That's just me. Check Twitter for on leaks and they're fake. Well, what's your opinion? Can you confirm, please? Hey, we just go by rumors. We are not confirming these to be real. You have to take these things with a grain of salt, a pinch of salt. Just be easy with it. That's what we always say, right? Thanks for reading my comment. That's what we try and do. We try and engage, and we try to make this a live interaction with you as our audience. Could you do the live stream at 2 p.m. on Fridays? Well, we're looking to push it to about 2 p.m., 4 p.m. on Fridays as of going on October. So watch this space, people. Watch this space. Right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. So, last topic of today, and we can all have a splendid weekend. And it's been great. 1 hour, four hot topics, and I think it's always great, and it makes it worthwhile for the replay crew as well. Bye. The Exynos 2200 AMD GPU has some serious overclocking potential, like overclocking on a passively cooled smartphone. People, throw the hammer down. What does that even mean? And this article was thrown together by Anil, and this was on Wednesday, 2 days ago. So big shout out to you. And definitely do check this full article out at sammobile.com, where you can find all the latest news in the world of Samsung daily. Right. Several benchmarks showcasing the Exynos 2200 AMD Radeon GPU has shown up online over the past few weeks. The overwhelming consensus is that it blows just about every smartphone GPU out of the water, even when it's not operating at its peak. Last we heard, it was clocked at a whopping 1.25 gigahertz. A new report from South Korean tech firm Kairin I'm so bad at words. They operate tells us that it can operate at 1.58 gigahertz. It's unlikely that the Exynos 2200 will run the GPU at such high speeds, though. That's true. While the post doesn't mention anything about its thermals, we can safely assume that the GPU is running hot. A power budget of 10 watts apparently lets it operate at a whopping 1.8 gigahertz, but that will require some serious cooling that may not be possible on a smartphone. AMD Radeon RX 6000 series of graphics cards has shown us that the RDNA 2 architecture leaves a lot of headroom for overclocking. Given that the Exynos 2200 GPU is RDNA 2 based, it isn't surprising that Samsung can push it to never seem limits. Okay, right. That being said, the AMD chips has historically been toasted, so it's probably in Samsung's best interest to focus on thermals more than raw performance. Previous reports have told us that the Exynos 2200 AMD GPU will not be restricted by mobile devices. Okay, we can expect to see them across a wide variety of devices, including laptops and tablets. Samsung can adjust its power budget and clock speeds depending on device's form factor and cooling mechanism. Short and sweet, nice one to nil. And be sure to check out this article on SamMobile.com. And I do absolutely agree with the premise that focus on thermals. These smartphones are very delicate. Look how thin these things are. They're thin. These things are thin, right? So thin in that sense. So yeah, I agree. I agree. They do need to focus on the thermal and also when it comes to battery life as well and sustained performance over a period of time. It's great to see the potential, but potential only goes as far as real world use. So I'll leave that there and see what is going to come of this. We're not that far off, and I think everything interlinks in terms of breaking news at the beginning with the potential S22 Ultra renders and how that translates to obviously the performance of the Exynos 2200 or the Snapdragon 898. We'll see what Qualcomm will do with their Snapdragon Summit and what that will look like. But yeah, very interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. So yeah, definitely, man. That is that pretty much quick roundup, and we have it there. Boom. You've got me for another 2 minutes, so fire your questions away and make sure you do have a great weekend as well. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, fire your questions away. Ask away. Be free. Be free. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Right, so let's see. Okay. Oh, it's locking me out. Okay, so what do we have? It says, okay, awesome live stream, man. Really, really appreciate it. I know the stream is about the Galaxy S22, but I want to know about the probability of material. No, no, gosh, I really don't want to hear about material U again. Material U is for Pixel people. Let it go. Material U is for Pixel devices what One UI is for Galaxy devices. Just let it go. Just leave Material U alone. Gosh, if I hear Material U one more time, I'm actually gonna go crazy. You want Material U? Sorry to say, get a Pixel device, and that's what it's there for. Ah, 13 Pro Max ProMotion display, is that an end of an era for Samsung displays? Hell no. Samsung supply those panels for them. Would there be an S22 FE? Yeah, there should be. Cool. Well, we are pretty much wrapped up and we are pretty much done. Hope you all enjoyed this live stream. Hope you're all safe during this time. Catch us next week. We have lots of content that we will be posting on the Flip 3, as well as your weekly live show as well, follow up. And we'll be expanding on all video platforms, Facebook, Instagram, even LinkedIn, TikTok, Reels, and probably Snapchat as well. So watch out for us over there. But yes, that's been me. Hope you're all safe during this time. Hope you all enjoyed it. And we will catch you in the next one. Peace. Stay safe, people.